Hey, hello, this is Mirage. Today I'm back with another video. This video has been requested several times by my audience, so I thought I'd prepare a presentation, put it on YouTube, because on Instagram, these videos are just too long to be putting on Instagram, so hopefully you like this video. This presentation today is about counting calories. I believe it's very important when somebody wants to get their fitness goals. They must have a basic understanding of how to count calories, because if not, they would not be able to structure their own diet. Now, what is this presentation? It's about counting calories. I've also prepared a sample diet, my own current diet that I'm in. A lot of people ask me how I've gone from 82 kilos to 78 kilos within the course of 3 weeks. If you want to learn more about it, please follow through. It's a very simple step-by-step process that I'm going to teach you today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, as always, like, comment, and do share it with your friends. If you aren't subbed to the channel, please drop a sub and turn on the notification bell. All right. So number one, our whole basis of starting off with counting calories is first finding our maintenance calories. What is our maintenance calories? Our maintenance calories is the amount of calories that we need per day to maintain our weight. So say for me, my maintenance calories is around 2000 calories. Okay, now how do I get my maintenance calories? Where is the basis? Where do I start from? Very simple. Just do a quick Google search. Just type in daily caloric intake calculator on Google. This is an image. Yep, just click the first link. They will take you to a site where they'll ask you your age, your height, your weight, your activity levels, just small things in general. Put in the information and then they'll give you a basis for your maintenance calories. So when you get that value, that means based upon your genetics, based upon your height, weight, race, all of that stuff, activity levels, you will get a maintenance calories. Once you get that, that's a basis from which you can start from. Okay, now that you have your maintenance calories, an easy equation that you always need to remember, because there are two units of energies that we often use. One is calories, which is this one. And the second one is kilojoules, which is this one. Okay, now often you will either come across calories or kilojoules, but this is a general equation which you can use to convert. So 1 calorie is equal to 4.19 kilojoules, or just to round it up, just say 4.2 kilojoules. So 1 calorie equals 4.2 kilojoules. Keep this in mind because you will need it when you're looking at nutritional labels. Now moving on. Now how do we count calories? So an easy way, there are 2 steps to it. Okay, there are 2 scenarios rather. Number one, the first scenario is you go to the supermarket and you're buying things off the supermarket. So every product that you buy off the supermarket will have a nutritional labeling behind it. Okay, now a simple can of tuna. There's a simple can of tuna that I got from Woolworths from Australia, and this has the nutritional labeling behind it. I don't know if you can see, but I put it up on the board. So there are 2 small things that you need to take account into when you're looking at the nutritional label. Okay, number one is average quantity per serving. All right, average quantity per serving. So say for a can of tuna, the average quantity per serving is around 500 kilojoules. Okay, 500 kilojoules. And then the second thing that you need to look at is servings per pack. So in this can of tuna, the average quantity per serving, the energy is around 500 kilojoules, and the servings per pack is 2. So there are 2 servings in this 1 can of tuna, and per quantity serving is 500 kilojoules. So of course the total energy or the total quantity per serving would be 1000 kilojoules. How? It's the 500 kilojoules multiplied by the serving per pack, which is 2. When you multiply them, you get 1000 kilojoules. Okay, so when you have this whole can of tuna, you're gonna get 1000 kilojoules of energy. In order to bring it down to calories, again, use this simple formula: 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 kilojoules. So if you have 1000 kilojoules, you just divide it by 4.2, and that's roughly around 240 calories. That's a simple calculation on how you can look at every product that's on the supermarket. You can turn over. Remember, every product will have its own nutritional labeling. It has to have it. In order for the product to be in the shelves, it has to have a nutritional labeling behind it. So when you do look at the nutritional labels, take into account the average quantity per serving and the servings per pack. multiply them, and then you'll get the total energy in kilojoules, bring it down to calories by dividing it by 4.2, and you have 240 calories. Now that was easy. Now the second scenario would be, what if you don't have the information? What if you don't have the nutrition information? What if you go to your butcher or maybe your deli to collect around 500 grams of chicken breasts? They don't give you nutritional information. So what you do then, if you don't have it, just either one of the two things that you need to do. Number one, do a quick Google search. So say if I want to know the calories in 500 grams of chicken breasts, I'll do a quick Google search saying calories in 500 grams of chicken breast. It'll be around 700 calories in 500 grams of chicken breasts. Or what I can do is I can download the app MyFitnessPal. It's available on both Android and iOS. Once I download the app, I'll just search up 500 grams of chicken breast. It'll give you all of the information and even the macros, how many grams of protein there is, how much calories there are in. So you can easily just either download the app or do a quick Google search and you will get the information. So don't worry, if you're in Bangladesh, I understand that a lot of you don't have access to the nutritional labeling. So just either do a quick Google search or download the app MyFitnessPal. I'll include the link down in the description. Alright, now we move on to a simple sample diet. So I'll show you how I break down the calories for my own diet so that you have an idea on how to structure your own diet. So currently, my maintenance calories, as I've said, is around 200 calories, 2000 calories. So if I consume 2000 calories, I will maintain my weight. Okay, so if I wanted to gain weight, if I was in a bulking process and I wanted to gain weight, I will add 300 calories and additional 300 calories to my diet. So that would take me around to 2300 calories. So this would be a 300 calorie surplus. But if I was on a cutting process, then I would take away or reduce 300 calories from my maintenance calories, and that would give me around 1700 calories to work with. Understand that when you're bulking, add 300 calories to your diet. When you're cutting, reduce 300 calories from your maintenance calories. Understand, I highly advise you that you don't go over 300 calories when you're bulking or go under 300 calories when you're cutting. And the reason for this is when you go over 300 calories while you're bulking, you will add fat to your body because your muscles will be full of glycogen, and then overflow will lead it to be converted to fat. And if you're cutting, if you're on a 300 calorie or greater caloric deficit, that will just eat away at your muscle, because your body will then start to eat away at your muscle because your body needs energy. So if you want to preserve your muscle, don't go at a greater caloric deficit than 300 calories. If you're bulking, don't go over a 300 calorie surplus, or else you'll just keep adding fat. So for my own model, if my maintenance calories were 2000 calories, and if I wanted to bulk up, my additional new diet would consist of 2300 calories. If I was cutting, which I'm doing right now, my calorie, the amount of calories that I need to be consuming is minus 300, which is around 1700 calories. Now, a sample diet of what I consume every day is 2 cans of tuna. So if 1 can of tuna is around 240 calories, 2 cans of tuna will be approximately around 500 calories. I'm rounding them up so it's easier for you guys to understand. And I consume 0.4 grams of chicken breast. 0.4 grams of chicken breast is around 650, so I consume 0.4 grams of chicken breast for dinner. Every night when I have dinner, I cook my own dinner. 650 calories. 0.4 grams of chicken is approximately 650 calories. And then I'm also taking into account an additional 250 calories because all of the condiments, all of the oil, everything that I put in, that's just a rough estimation. I'm overestimating here, but that's fine. So this totals about around 900 calories. And then after every night, after I have my dinner, before I go to sleep, I have a protein shake that consists of skim milk and 1 scoop of whey protein. And this would give me a total of 250 calories. So when I add them all together, I come up with a net caloric intake of 1600 calories. So I'm at a 400 calorie deficit currently. I'm on a weight loss program right now that I've designed on my own. So I'm at a 400 calorie deficit, and I've maintained this deficit for almost 4 weeks now. And I've just shown you the transformation pictures from what I was post quarantine and what I'm now 4 weeks into training and 4 weeks into strict diet. So to sum up, Counting calories is very important because that will give you a basis of what you're working with. Once you understand your maintenance calories, you can either count your calories if you're bulking, or if you want to gain weight, you get to a 300 calorie surplus. But if you want to lose weight, then you go on a 300 calorie deficit. And once you look at the nutritional information, now you'll be able to calculate on your own and you will not need help of anybody else. So I highly recommend that